Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Interview Point of View. Please do subscribe and support for my YouTube channel. Let's begin our session today. So, today's topic is data type. So, what is data type in JavaScript? And where we can see the data types. So data type is nothing but even every value in JavaScript, it belongs to a specific data type. So understanding them helps to decide how data should be stored and handled inside a program. So basically every whatever we use in the program, so everything has its own data types. So under the categories we have classified these data types and we are utilizing based on the categories. So what are the categories means? So we have two categories, that is primitive data type and another is non-primitive data type. So let's see the next slide. What is a primitive data type? So primitive data types are the data types which stores the single and the simple values. Let's you can see the examples like single values. It's not stored more than one value. So this is why we will be utilizing this primitive data type. So under the primitive data type, we have these many things under the primitive data type. So these are many types under the data types. So as I said, it's stores the simple and single values and immutable. So immutable means values cannot change once created. So when we if we declare like age is equal to 25 at the starting, so we cannot change the age value. So once it is declared, we cannot change. So this is the meaning of immutable. So under the primitive data type, we have number, strings, boolean, undefined, null, begin, symbol. These many are the primitive data types. Okay, when comes to number data type, you can see let is just a variable type. So declaration type. So and the age is its name. Okay, then 25 is a value. So this is the example of number. So here you can see this is the data type. So number we have defined, we have given a number as the value of age. So it's a number data type. Okay, next then comes strings. So as we know, strings is nothing but some letters or words. So and that should be quoted. Okay, you can see I have given the declaration type as let and name. Name is a variable name as name and its value is interview and that is quoted. So it's a string type. So this is the data type of primitive data, a string type of the primitive data type. So next it's a boolean. So boolean means, as we know already, it will comes with true or false. That's it. So it's a boolean type is that. So the boolean stores only true or false two values. That's all. For example, let is a declaration type and what is active is just a variable name and its value is true. That's all. Next is undefined. So undefined is nothing but we won't be having any value. So but it is also not considered as zero value. Okay, a variable becomes undefined when I declare but do not assign a value. That's all. So it is basically used when we wanted to declare some variable, that's all. And it's also and basically it will be only applicable for let type. It won't be applicable for const. Okay, and this to be remembered. For example, let username. It's just a declaration of part. Okay, next is null. So null represents intentional absence of value. So it cannot be 0 also. Okay, it is just a null. Null is not 0, and it shows some presence. That's all. For example, let data is equal to null. Next is begin. When working with very large number, that is like huge beyond the safe limit of numbers, then we will be utilizing this begin. Practically we are not utilizing this begin, but we have this primitive data type. Then at the last we have symbol type. So symbol, it is used to create a unique identifier, often used in objects. So it's not, it will be covered under object topic. Okay, it's used in object. So basically, I'll give you some basic. So basically, it will be used to identify the things. Let's say in a classroom we have name equals uh, uh, two same name in a classroom. Let name equals symbol Amrita. Okay, let name equals symbol Amrita. So basically whatever the values you are saying inside it, it is the same. But two Amritas are different in the classroom. So that's why for this purpose we'll be storing it as name and name any number like name 1 2 3 like that. But this symbol is going to differentiate the two students. So this is a practical example of symbol. We are often using this in our object, not everywhere. So this is about this primitive data type. If you have any doubts, please comment down. So next data type is non-primitive data type. So it stores multiple values and it's mutable. So meaning, so we can change the contents. So as I said earlier, primitive will store only single values and it will store multiple values. That's the major difference. And when coming to the non-primitive data types, we have three kinds. So that is object, array and function. Let's see one by one. So first is object. So object stores the data in key value pairs. For example, you can see, so here name is a key and its value is Rohit. Okay, and age is key and 30 is its value. So likewise, it stores the data. Then coming to the second thing is array. So as we know, array allows us to store multiple values in a single variable. So if you consider let is this variable type, declaration type, and fruit is the name of the variable, and we are storing apple, banana, mango, and these all are quoted. So this is a string. Okay, all the strings are, three strings are stored in a single value called fruits. So array is used to show the multiple values in a single variable, and object is for key value pairs storage. Okay, moving to the next slide is function. In function, so function, this is also treated as a data type in a JavaScript. Okay, function is also kind of data type. Okay, in a function, you can see function is a keyword to create a function which is used, and greet is just a name of the function, and it can be, we can give a whatever we need. Okay, so function name can be changed, and inside this console.log help to print this. Okay, greet is the name of the function. So these are the difference between, and these are the non-primitive data types. Yeah. At the last, we have the difference between primitive and a non-primitive data type. As I told, a store of the primitive data type will be value, and non-primitive data type will be reference. So whatever the data we store, so we will directly store into this value when it comes to primitive. When it is a non-primitive, it will be like a reference. So it will copy the address from the previous one, from the object, from the previous object what I have we have saved already. So it will take the reference of that, and then it will uh, go to do some actions whatever we have done, like changing the value or whatever. Okay, this is the difference between primitive and non-primitive. Next is mutability. So mutable, primitive is a immutable, non-primitive is mutable. So immutable means can't change, mutable means we can change the value. And primitive, when coming to the primitive, the size is fixed, we cannot alter with the size. And non-primitive, as I said, it will store the multiple values, so we can have the size also a dynamic size. So these are the difference between primitive and non-primitive. Thank you. We'll get back to you with the next topic, operators. Until then, please do subscribe and do support to my YouTube channel. Thank you.